This video will guide you through 8 steps needed to write a co-ownership agreement. Co-ownership agreement drafting is a frequently requested service on the Contracts Council platform, since co-owners want to make sure they are legally protected when sharing ownership of property or a business. If you need to write a co-ownership agreement, this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We will cover the purpose of co-ownership agreements, key terms to include in your document, and 8 steps to follow to write your agreement. We've also added a link below with information on lawyer pricing if you want to know the cost of hiring a lawyer. Now let's get started. Purpose of co-ownership agreements. Co-ownership agreements are legally binding agreements between 2 or more parties who share ownership of a property or business. The purpose of co-ownership agreements is to clearly define the terms of ownership, protect the rights of all parties, and ensure mutual understanding of responsibilities. Without using agreements, co-owners can open themselves up to legal issues. Some reasons why using a co-ownership agreement is important are as follows. 1. They create a clear agreement of ownership terms and responsibilities. 2. They protect the rights of all co-owners. 3. They lessen the possibility of ownership disputes. What to include in a co-ownership agreement? There are common terms used in co-ownership agreements. Here are some you will find. 1. Names of the parties. The agreement includes the legal names of all co-owners. 2. Description of the property or business. This section describes the property or business being co-owned, including any specific details. 3. Ownership shares. This specifies the percentage of ownership each co-owner holds in whatever property they are owning together. 4. Financial contributions. This outlines each co-owner's financial contributions, including initial investments and ongoing expenses. 5. Management and decision-making. This sets out how decisions will be made between the co-owners and who will manage the property or business. 6. Profit and loss distribution. This details how profits and losses will be shared among co-owners that are created by the property they jointly own. 7. Transfer of ownership. This section sets rules on how ownership shares can be transferred or sold. And 8. Dispute resolution. This details the procedure the parties can take in the event of a dispute. 8 steps to writing a co-ownership agreement. Here is a list of 8 steps you can follow to draft your co-ownership agreement. 1. Review the commonly used clauses discussed earlier in this video or find a template online to use as a reference. This will allow you to know what to include. 2. Identify the key information you want to include in your agreement. This may include details about ownership shares, financial contributions, and management responsibilities. 3. It is critical to use clear and concise language that all parties can understand. 4. Once you've written your clauses, organize them so that they are logical. For example, you likely want to have the description of the property business section come before the ownership share section. 5. Be sure to incorporate any applicable laws and regulations that may be specific to your state or industry. Note, this may require research. 6. If you are unsure about anything, consider using Contracts Council's platform to seek advice from an experienced lawyer, especially if the property or business being co-owned has a high value. 7. Review and revise the agreement to make the language clearer and confirm you have included everything needed. And 8. Create a single document to serve as your co-ownership agreement and ensure all parties have access to it. Drafting a co-ownership agreement is a vital step in protecting all parties in a co-ownership relationship. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search Contracts Council or visit contractscouncil.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.